This message is not for everyone. Most people will hear it as sound, some will hear it as motivation. Very few will recognize it as a mirror, because this isn't encouragement. It's confirmation. You don't find messages like this by accident. You cross them when something in you has already begun to move. There is a moment before elevation becomes visible, when the shift happens internally first, silently, without witnesses. That's the moment you're in now. If this feels familiar, it's because you've been here before. Not in this lifetime, but in the pattern. You didn't come here to be convinced. You came here to remember. Listen carefully, not with emotion, with recognition. What follows isn't meant to inspire you. It's meant to activate what's already awake. Stay present. You're about to rise, and it's shaking the ground beneath those who wanted you stuck. Not because you announced it, not because you tried to prove anything, but because elevation has a frequency, and when it begins to move, it disturbs everything built on insecurity. Your rise was never just personal. It was always disruptive. Every step you take forward reminds certain people that you were never meant to stay down, that what they thought was the end was only a pause, that what they mistook for weakness was preparation. There were people who didn't just doubt you, they worked against you. Quietly, strategically, with smiles. They blocked opportunities before you ever knew they existed. They spoke your name in rooms where you weren't present. They spread narratives that weren't true while pretending to support you to your face. They celebrated your setbacks in silence. They felt validated when things didn't work out for you. They needed you to stay small so they could feel big. But now something has changed. They're nervous. Because the thing they feared the most is happening right in front of them, your comeback. You weren't just overlooked, you weren't just underestimated, you were buried, and they thought burial meant the end of your story. What they didn't understand is that you are a seed. Burial doesn't destroy seeds, it activates them. What felt like isolation was rooting. What felt like darkness was incubation. What felt like being forgotten was the exact environment required for your next level to form. They thought they had ended your journey, but all they did was initiate the next stage of it. And now, as your roots stretch deeper and your growth pushes upward, they can feel it. That's why they're panicking. Because growth that comes from depth cannot be reversed. People are starting to talk. Quiet whispers have turned into conversations. Your name is entering rooms you haven't stepped into yet. Opportunities are aligning without force. Doors are opening without explanation. Energy around you is shifting, and everyone can sense it. That shift is uncomfortable for certain people, because it exposes those who can't genuinely celebrate your rise. Your elevation threatens the illusion they've been living in, the illusion that they were superior, the illusion that they were ahead, the illusion that they were somehow more deserving. They tried to erase your influence, but energy doesn't lie. Influence built on authenticity cannot be erased. Influence built on pain-tested perseverance cannot be deleted. Influence formed in truth always finds its way back into the light. You were always meant to be seen, and now, no amount of interference can stop the spotlight from landing on you. It's uncomfortable for them to watch you succeed, not because your success is loud, not because you're bragging, but because they were banking on your failure. Your healing unsettles them. Your rebuilding exposes them. Your rediscovery of self invalidates the lies they told and the stories they spun. Here's a truth that's difficult to accept at first, but liberating once you see it clearly. They knew your worth before you did. That's why they targeted you. That's why they felt threatened by you. That's why they tried to control the narrative around you. They saw something in you that you hadn't recognized yet. A presence, a depth, a power that didn't need permission. They sensed what you would become if you ever woke up to yourself. And now, you have. There was a time when their words carried weight. Their doubt affected you. Their rejection hurt you deeply. Their slander made you question who you were. You internalized things that were never yours to carry. You believed the lies for a while. You wore the projections. You tried to shrink yourself to survive. But not anymore. You understand now. What they said was never a measurement of you. It was a reflection of them. You've released the weight of their opinions. You've reclaimed your mind. You've realigned with your purpose. And this is what they fear the most, an awakened version of you. Not angry, not reactive, not seeking revenge. Awake. They see the signs. They notice the shifts. They feel the change in how you move, how you speak, how you exist. Doors are opening for you naturally. Recognition is finding you without effort. You're being seen, respected, and valued in ways that no longer require explanation. They know what's coming, even before you fully step into it. That's why they keep talking about you, even though they said they were done with you, even though they claimed you didn't matter. Some of them are so unsettled they can't sleep. Their minds race at night, not with pride for your growth, but with fear of the consequences of how they treated you. They remember the moments they betrayed you, the times they chose ego over integrity, the opportunities they tried to block, and now they see the truth unfolding. You walked through fire. You survived the valley. You endured betrayal, isolation, and disrespect, and none of it was wasted. Every experience shaped your strength. Every loss refined your clarity. Every moment of silence sharpened your discernment. You are now entering a season where everything taken from you is being returned, not just restored, multiplied. They tried to cancel your voice, but you became louder in silence. They tried to exile you, but the universe made room for you elsewhere. What was meant for harm became the fuel for your next move. You are no longer surviving, you are thriving. And this elevation is not about revenge, it's about alignment, it's about purpose. It's about reclaiming your identity, your peace, and your power without apology. So be cautious, not because you are fragile, but because you've become powerful. You are now the very thing they thought they destroyed. Let them talk. Let them speculate. Let them struggle to make sense of your growth. You owe no explanations. This level wasn't handed to you. It was earned in quiet moments, earned in darkness, earned in loneliness, earned when no one was watching. Now is your time, and this isn't just about success, it's about embodiment. You are becoming what you always were beneath the noise, whole, grounded, unapologetic, radiant, fearless. Walk boldly, speak clearly, live freely. You are not who you were. You have upgraded, and that upgrade is shaking every insecure spirit that hoped you would never rise again. But here you are, elevated, empowered, and unstoppable. This message will already affect 99% of people, because most will hear it and do nothing. But you're not most people. Type "I claim it" in the comments right now. Not for me, for yourself. That is your first public declaration that you've taken back authorship of your reality. And when you begin to see proof, real proof, that you are controlling energy in your own life, come back here and post it. Not to convince anyone, but because naming it locks it into the mind, and witnessing it shows others what's possible. That's it.